As President Biden's approval ratings continue to drop, the Democratic Party is working on possible solutions to possibly move forward without him on a ticket in the next election. Farron Cousins joins me now from Trial Lawyer Magazine to give you his thoughts. What's your take on it? I mean, it is a free fall.
It is.
It's a free fall. But what I'm hearing doesn't sound like the solution.
No, it sounds like even worse than what we've got. But look, Biden's hovering on a good poll that just came out, I think 41%. Everything else has him below 40 at about 38%. So yeah, the Democrats are wondering, how do we move forward? And so they say, okay, why don't we take somebody who's even less popular than Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris, who's at 28% approval, pair her with Transportation Secretary Buttigieg, and maybe that's the ticket we run in 2024.
Yeah.
That is actually what they are suggesting. And look, we've got horrendous supply chain shortages right now, which Buttigieg is not to blame for them, but he is in charge of the department that oversees this, and people are wondering, what are you doing to make this better?
Okay, so as we talk about it, we're really saying what's sellable to the Republicans. What are they going to sell? Now, if I'm to distill all of these polls coming in, it centers around cancel culture. Centers around division with race division. The notion is that the Democrats are driving. This isn't me. This is the list that seems to come up. Social reengineering. These are things that when you read these stories, these things come. The economy, obviously, perception of Biden's health, big deal. From there it goes on to role. Look at what won in Virginia. The role of parents in education. So I mean, it's kind of a morass of a mess. It's a hot mess, is what it is.
It is.
And I don't know that you get to there solving these areas with saying, oh yeah, Buttigieg and Harris are the solution.
Well, and another big point too about these polls is the Democratic Party in general has lost ground with every single demographic. Okay, this isn't just, oh, we're losing the white suburban women vote. No, they have lost support among every demographic with every race, and that is a massive problem. This is exactly what we saw happen with Republicans after the 2016 election, and of course we saw Democrats sweep into office in 2018, but thanks to some redistricting, Republicans are now statistically only one seat away from the majority in the House because a lot of districts have shifted now. And they have a 10-point advantage in enthusiasm polls, the highest they have had in 40 years. They're going to sweep the midterms possibly by 40 to 50 seats, which is more than the blue wave we saw in 2018. And the Democrats are doing nothing.
Yeah, here's the problem. Let's take something that Biden has done. Let's take the infrastructure, very popular.
Right.
But it's not, that message is not getting through this morass of problems. They're not hearing, yeah, this is good for us. They're just not hearing it. As a matter of fact, what's drowning it now is inflation. And if I'm to add to this list cancel culture, social reengineering, COVID, the COVID correctness, I don't even know. But these are things that come up in these polls. And they say, what are issues? And this is not Republican polls. This is ABC kind of polls. It's CBS kind of polls. And you just go, my God, where does Buttigieg or Harris solve this problem?
Well, they've got the name recognition, but the problem really is that you have the same old establishment types. And I'm not talking about politicians. I'm talking about advisors. I'm talking about the D.C. elite type people that always seem to be there. They're with the presidents, they're with the candidates, they're advising them. Sometimes they go and they lobby. But it's been the same people since the Clinton years, and they're doing the same strategies. You know, James Carville, who at one point really was a brilliant, political mind, has just kind of gone off the deep end, and it's the same old with him. He's got nothing new.
He's squarely become, K Street. I mean, he's just all K Street. He's generating a lot of money for his organization. The advice that he's giving is deplorable.